Hi everybody, so I'm going to start today with making a video about dragons. It's going to be an introduction and just an exploration really. I'm no expert and I'm just, as I mentioned in my previous video, being bombarded in the best possible way by dragon energy at the moment and over the last month or so, and it's been the most powerful energy that I've experienced for a while, if not ever. You know, in a different way to maybe working with the goddesses or the deities. I mean, that's intensely powerful, but it's a different way. This dragon energy has come in and given me a lot of strength and courage and energy to deal with things in my life and to believe and have courage in myself. So, yeah, I would like to do a bit of video about dragons. So, dragons were first came to me sort of in meditations and journeys when I had the very awesome experience of the first time I ever called a quarter in Stonehenge, inside the actual circle in Stonehenge. I kind of almost wet myself with joy when I did that. It was a little bit like, I guess, if you're a fan of a band playing on the same stage as they've played or playing their instrument. You know what I mean? It's that kind of, I'm doing it here, this is amazing. But even better, because Stonehenge has got such a powerful energy. When you can get in and without, you know, when it's sort of solstice time and there's lots of people there, that's brilliant. But if you can get a group of people that you trust and can work with, or just a smaller group of people, and you can private hire Stonehenge before and after hours. I mean, I've only done it as part of tours. I haven't done it on my own because it's quite expensive, obviously. But when you can do that and get the space and really have a very soulful, connected ritual, there's not much more powerful than the henge. And yeah, so I was calling a quarter, calling fire, of course, in Stonehenge, and I was very excited for sure. And I remember just turning to the south, calling this quarter, and literally, I've done a painting of this, which I can put up and show you at the end of the video. I saw this dragon and this woman with the dragon just appear next to me out of fire. It was immense. They were huge. They just appeared. I could feel them. It was just so strong, and I was just wowed. And not only was the experience being in Stonehenge, but this dragon had appeared hugely, obviously not appeared so everyone else could see, but I felt it, and I had my eyes closed and I could see. And I wasn't expecting it. It was nothing I was expecting, and it was so powerful. And I looked up later and I saw dragon shapes in the clouds as well, so that was amazing. And that was the first time I really experienced dragon energy so full on. And even though I've always had this thing that when I can't sleep, I'll call on a dragon and I'll get on its back and we'll fly off into sleep. And I've worked that for years. I think a lot of people might do something similar when they struggle sleeping, that the dragon can take them off and take them to sleep. But I've seen things, but not until this year has it really become, again, that kind of pay attention, dragons. And this started over the summer when I was in Tintagel in Cornwall and I was swimming in the sea, and it was beautiful. And I was swimming out, and it's very dragon-like there. If you've been there, the rock shapes, how the cliffs go out into the ocean is really, they look like a dragon. The whole bit looks like a dragon, the whole head of the island. And yeah, but it wasn't that bit that I saw. It was like either a water or air dragon. Just its wings took up the whole bay, so the whole rocky bay in front of me, and it was made out of water, made out of air. It was just huge how I saw it. And of course it's only visualization, but it's not stuff that I tried to find. These are stuff that had come up that I'd just seen so clearly. Just not even trying to meditate. This was just there. I could just see it and feel it. I wasn't really sure what it was all about. It's very elemental of the area, elemental and energetic and really powerful. And I was like, wow, there be dragons. So that was the first step this year that's put me on a bit of a dragon path. But actually, I'm looking at a painting I've got up there, and it was Lamas Lunasad last year, where I was up on the tour drumming, and felt this very strong dragon energy around the tour and around the full moon as well, like in the sky. And I painted that, so I'm going to put that painting at the end of the video as well. And these dragons, I've just seen bits and bobs over the years. But then, yeah, from that time at Tintagel in July or the beginning of August, I think again Lammas. So it must be the Lammas dragon because it was Lammas Luna said the year before that I saw. But yeah, I saw the dragon in Tintagel, and then a couple of weeks later I went on a retreat. I talked about in the last video that I went on a Women in Wildlands retreat, and that was really, really powerful. Again, I can put the link to the website for the retreat as well below. And yeah, that was every day I worked with a different element. And on the first day, you know, you went to find a guide. I had some ideas who my guide might be, and I tried to clear my mind of that. But it definitely wasn't dragons. I wasn't thinking dragons. And from day one, air dragon just flew, and it reminded me of my sleepy dragon, my going to bed because I can't sleep dragon, flew in and just took me off an adventure, and it was just wow. I've made some paintings of this, already some ideas, but I'm probably going to make some more paintings. So I've made a hanging, but as part of the retreat, but I'll probably make some more dragon paintings. And yeah, so that was really, really, really beautiful. And exciting, and I had a good old chat with the dragon. It was very strong. It was, you know, you meditate and you journey sometimes and you have experiences, but sometimes you can feel them and that you are there, and that was like that. Then it did surprise me a little bit, but you know, every day, each element we work through, after that, a dragon appeared. It was another dragon. So the one I didn't connect with the most was the water dragon. That freaked me out, that one, because it was so huge. It was under the waves and it was so big. It was like miles and miles big, and I was terrified of it moving up into the water, but that's something for me to work on. But actually I think there's lots of stuff. No one needs to hear my stuff, but yeah, so all the different elemental dragons came up and I was just wowed, and I felt so strong because of the experience I've had with these dragons, and just bringing me their confidence and strength to deal with stuff in life and to be able to shift stuff and to step into your own power. And yeah, and so that was huge. That was an immersive, for me, a dragon week. It wasn't meant to be a dragon week, but it was for me my huge immersing in dragons week. And then yep, so I sort of made a mission, sorry, afterwards, to meditate and journey regularly to connect with dragons. So I met some more dragons in dance meditations, and in just going into meditation, I met more dragons, and from different parts of the world, and how different they were. I know for someone who's not into all of this, you're probably thinking, that lady sounds crazy, but that's fine. But it's just with the journeying, with the meditations, when things come through, they come through really, really strongly. And you could say you're making it up, but the things, I think that when I always teach, I always say, if you're making it up, so what? Where does that come from? You know, where does that initial spark to make things up? That it comes from somewhere. And also, a lot of things I was seeing, I was not expecting, planning, or even knowing what it was or where I was. And I was being shown stuff by these dragons, and it was amazing. So, and I'm only at the beginning of this journey with dragons. So, if you have any more advice out there, anyone that's really into dragons or connecting with dragon energy, I would love to know and love to hear from you. Yeah. So yeah, and I was shown in these meditations, I went on dragons of different parts of the world and different energies, and yeah, and I always felt very connected to dragons around ley lines as well, around the tour, Glastonbury tour, and in different areas. There's been some, yeah, and it's really interesting because around here I was just looking at the Glastonbury zodiac, which is the zodiac laid out onto the land. I'll do another video about that at a later date, and there's lots of bits, and when I was looking at the maps where the old maps are saying there was dragons in the land, or dragons were slayed here, or dragons were seen here, and actually on the little maps there's lots of pictures of dragons everywhere, and that was just fascinating as well, that they're such part of our folklore and our myth, and as part of the land as well. So yeah, so then there was that, and then when I did the tarot conference that I ran, that I was telling you about in the last video, we did we did a bit of a channeling of the cards, and the card that I picked, not knowingly, to channel, I'll put a picture of it, I think I've left the deck upstairs, of Emily Carding's Tarot of the She, was the Strength card, and the Strength card is a wild warrior woman riding a dragon, and I was like, I'm seeing a sign here, and we journeyed into the card. And I've never had such an experience in a journey of feeling the heat and the smells, and it was so real. I could feel the heat and feel the scales and the nerves that I was there to ride this dragon. I didn't know how to do it, and I worked it out and it was all good. It was so powerful. I was like, I don't want to come back. I'm enjoying flying on dragons' backs. And again, whatever it is, you know, you can say whatever you like about meditations and journeys and experiences. I put a lot of faith into what I get in these things, but even if you don't, it's empowering, isn't it? You know, having that connection with the dragon, it is empowering. So the very least you can say is, well, that was a bit, whew, give me a bit of energy, give me a bit of feistiness. I take it a lot further, but you know, whatever level you're taking things on, it can be quite just empowering and exciting. And then yeah, so I thought I showed these before. These are little doodles that I did at the Tarot Conference, little doodles of dragons. So they're just getting me some ideas of different types of dragons, and I've been writing down the different ones that I've been seeing as well. Again, no expert. If you are an expert, do let me know. And yeah, every time I feel like I can't cope with things, or that I don't know where I'm going, or feel a bit scared, I call them the dragons, and they kick some ass. But they show me, you know, that I'm powerful too, and that I can deal with this little human stuff sometimes. So I'm going to get more into these dragon energies, into exploring the elemental power of the dragons. I mean, yeah, there seems to be so many different theories about what they are. I'm just going to go on researching, looking for them in the land and in the energy, and also connecting them with journeys and letting the dragons show me what they want to show me as well. So thank you for watching this little introduction to my connection with dragons that has come in so strongly this last couple of months. And I would love to know if you like dragons, if you're just interested in them, or you've had any experience in meditations or journeys, or felt you've seen something. And again, if you are really into this and have been experiencing it for years, I'd like some advice or tips and things. But yeah, I've got is it Val Young? I've got her Oracle, so that's really awesome too. So I've been working with those for a few years. So I guess dragons have always been around me for the last, you know, maybe since 2011, but maybe even before. But this last few months, they've really stepped up and been powerfully charging into my life and my dreams as well. So thank you again for watching. Take care. Have a lovely day.